with the Palpatine checks just to get rid of clone and all that. Rewind's path, 3-0 over Vapor, 3-0 over Crazy Fingers, 3-0 over Competitor, and 3-1 over Perfect Legend, and now he is here. And the loser of this faces Samij in losers, and we are seeing Atrocitus versus Sub-Zero.
And starting off with a pretty slow normal in that back two. There from Atrocitus, going for the startup on it again, but eats the clone. Doesn't put him active for quite a few frames. And Buffalo, even with 2 hits, doesn't break the armor, but doesn't get hit by the barrel either, and no meter to convert this into a standing reset potentially. Let's go with the 4-2. And to trade those active frames of that spit. Look out for that on display, guys. Once he gets back to the wall, it just puts active frames into the clone. That way it stops Buffalo from jumping in, from following it in, and getting through the clone with ease right now as Rewind. The health lead is in Buffalo's favor. Look at all this chip. Oh no, gets the meter up, it's too far away.
If he was in the corner, that would have connected. We'd be seeing Buffalo with an empty first health bar, but just a little bit out of range.
We're trying to backdash there. Block. Was Rewind, but Buffalo is going to catch it. Good start here to Buffalo. And already back to the corners, Rewind, and gets opened up by the hammer. Every time I see that, don't think it goes through my mind. What's the time? Every time. And Buffalo playing really well early on.
That shield says, no, sir.
I'll spill your blood. I will freeze your fire.
Holding on to Pixel here. Raw back 3. Now that looked like a whip punish. Full screen by Rewind. Buffalo might have got input error there.
Yeah, I think what he was going for was probably back 4-3 and wound up getting the wrong input. And that's kind of what I was talking about on Twitter, is there's not really a cue to let you know when you can actually move. Because the animations for the characters are at the end of the first health bar. And they don't symbol the start of the second health bar. And sometimes it causes that.
Look at
Rewind getting some damage.
Yeah, on this comeback. This is a huge comeback, all from the vomit there through the ice cone that Buffalo tried to follow in on. He needs to be careful there. Maybe scout it next time with an EX ice ball.
Cold. You'll bathe in your own blood.
Okay, Buffalo has more bars. Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Very nice. Slide under.
Now, that's also something he can do when he gets the clone up in the corner right here. The vomit actually gets rid of it. I did not know that. If he could get the slide in there, then he could launch him potentially. We'll use the plus range for the grab. This is a back and forth fight. Health leads have changed on both sides. Go down 2.
Nice, down 2. Not letting him burn the meter at the end of that punch float to stay safe. Oh, and it looked like he had the reaction to the air tech, and it looked like Rewind was going to be able to block there for a minute.
He actually did block the first stand 1 in there. It looks like he blocked the second one. Got clipped by the overhead at the end of 1-1-1, which is a very sneaky overhead. It's a very sneaky overhead.
There is a 1-1-3 as well that knocks down. You can't combo off of it, but it is a low, so there's a little mix-up after that 1-1.
Catwoman.
Going to Catwoman is Rewind interesting. I'm not too sure in my few years of watching this game that's been out for less than a year if I've seen Rewind's Catwoman.
I think we saw it a couple games a couple weeks ago. It wasn't completely there yet. Now, we haven't seen Rewind compete in a little bit. Plus, we've had a lot of breaks, so he's had a lot of time to finesse this character, and here we go. Confirms into the cat dash. And we are already in the corner, ladies and gentlemen.
Actually got him out of the startup of the bump. Oh no, here it comes, and it's so big, there is no escape.
That was such a good reactionary down 1 from Buffalo to interrupt that unblockable interactable, but it didn't matter. It came again. Okay, some good pressure. Doesn't burn the bar the second time. Confirms. Do need meter to be able to freeze them and continue the combo. Something I'm sure it took sub players quite a bit of time to kind of get used to. Ooh.
And the jump 2 hit behind Buffalo, able to break the armor on the back 3, but Rewind still holding on to a decent health lead as we get into Buffalo's second bar of health. But pretty decent positioning here for Buffalo. Trying to push around to this corner. Sub-Zero is low-key one of the biggest damage dealers of Injustice 2 right now.
Oh, for sure. We saw some huge damage from Buffalo on Saturday and jumped right into the clone. Since day one, you cannot jump into that clone. Sub-Zero will shut that down, and a slide anti-air. Very good by Buffalo.
Yeah, beautifully reactionary there by Buffalo, getting him all tied up in this match. Coming in with the bike. Oh, no, going through the whip.
Giving Catwoman a little taste of her own medicine there. Her super does involve a motorcycle, reminiscent of Nightwing in Injustice 1. Oh my God, I don't even know.
Oh my goodness, and at the very just the tip.
Everything going right for Buffalo right now. All the straight hits. And breaks the armor, the jump in plus the clone. Dagger pressure by Rewind. Tries to mix it up a little bit. Slide coming out. Buffalo not scared. Blocks the back three. And this is going to close it out. Buffalo up 2-0.
The switch looked so good early on from Rewind, but the composure from Buffalo, he is playing out of his mind this week here on War of the Gods. He has shown up, and guys, look out in the future for this kid. And we saw even at the end of Mortal Kombat X, he was really on the rise, playing really well. He got his character finally here in Injustice 2, but even early on, played really well with Superman and Captain Cold, and finally has a home here with Sub-Zero, and it's looking pretty good. Coming in with a Grandmaster-like skin, the white and the blue, maskless. He is a big fan of maskless Sub-Zero. And I think the one time he broke out a mask, was it against Dragon on Sunday? There was one match where he broke out the mask, and it looked like he was playing at an even higher level.
Yeah, I think it was the last game that he broke out the mask, if I remember correctly. I don't remember exactly who it was against, but I do remember him bringing it out. Finally gets opened up. He gets opened up again by the forward 2, back 3. We're going into the corner. Dexter halfway filled up, punch walk, just to keep that trait meter building as the combos continue. And the forward 2 again, Rewind doing everything right. Dexter will come out here down to, yes.
Oh yes, he wants to guarantee the round by taking out Dexter right there. No matter what you do, Rewind off to a much better start right there. And I like that he came off all the resources. He did not care. He wanted that bar of health. And wow, did the 3 on that back 2-3.
Okay, confirms. Meter burn, ice ball. Gets him with the low.
I think he missed his back 3 or 4-3 input there. It's a little tricky to time it off an empty jump like that.
Okay, completely avoids it in the whiff punish.
He's got the meter.
Not out of this.
This is the same kind of comeback we saw. And gets the whip punish with the 1-1-1. This is the same comeback we saw in the very last game where Rewind had a huge advantage. He was up 600 health, and Buffalo was able to bring it back. And now Rewind had a 1,000 health lead, and bringing it right back is Buffalo. The composure on this kid right now. Oh, but trying to 4-2 in the active frames, that is a no-no.
Can you take the cold? It cannot trump rage.
That forward 2 is such a good mid. Catching a lot of backdashes by Rewind. Even since the first game, and actually whip punishes the vomit, but doesn't have the meter to continue the combo. And Dexter should be almost completely built up. And here we go. We should be seeing Dexter come out. Yes. This is where Rewind has to go in, get his damage, push block. Dexter is gone.
I'm shocked that we haven't seen it.
Oh my God, it worked. It worked, but he dropped it.
Very good reactionary down 2. And that was good recognition there by Rewind to not see the meter burn there and actually be able to react in time to get the down 2 out. Buffalo tried to put a mind game out there of is he going to meter burn the shatter or not. Use that kind of pseudo plus frame mentality to try to sneak a jump in, Rewind all over it. And switching back to the big red machine now in this match, 1-2.
Atrocitus. Sub-Zero.
I think word on the street is they're called phantom frames. When you're not plus, but they have to respect a little bit, so it kind of forces that hesitation.
Fighters approaching Gorilla City.
It's a I think a really old FGC member one time told me in MKX that it was a plus mentality.
A plus mentality. Okay, we'll roll with it.
Call it whatever you want, ladies and gentlemen.
It doesn't matter. Back 3, we're going to the corner here. Buffalo.
No fear.
Up by the punch walk. That slide is so good. Low profiles. Gets under that Dexter shot. Really fast wake up. Will the mix come? Yes, it will. Rewind pulling out all the stops.
That get out of jail free card. Not beating his way out. Good reaction by Rewind. Get the blood puddle. I don't know if the blood puddle was a punish or not. Very good. We've seen Buffalo push block Dexter a whole lot. Rewind is trying to send us to a second game 5. Is doing a poke in the background bounce.
One thing I would like to know, maybe the chat can inform me of this. Rewind, even with the shield out, is respecting the clone. I don't know if Atrocitus can still get frozen if the shield, doesn't get rid of the clone or not, but he was respecting it with the shield out. And a whip punish burns the bar. We're going for damage here.
My rage will consume you. Of that, I am painfully aware.
Thank you, Triclops. Yeah, the shield doesn't always protect you from the clone, so I guess it's very situational on what's going to happen. Rewind not wanting to take the chance. Good whip punish, going to close out. Almost pretty even here going into the second health bar. Rewind wants to tie this thing up, take us to a game 5.
All right, Rewind. Opening up with the 4-2-2. Shatter, and this falling for the same thing. There is Buffalo. Had the meter been that for the plus frames. We tried to use it for jumping instead, and Rewind has blown him up 2 for 2 now on that setup.
You'll bathe in your own blood.
This is going to be enough to even us out, and now Rewind poised to try to send us to a game 5. What an interrupt there with that stand 1.
Catch him with the low again, and that string. Second hit is a low. This won't kill. This is going to do some really good damage here. Drops the ender. Rewind got a little bit of work to do, but he does have 3 bars at his disposal, and Dexter is out. The pressure is coming.
That was such a dangerous Dexter call. It was close to Buffalo. 4-2-2-2 may have even punished it if he would have reacted. Getting the down 2 into the shatter, but doesn't have the meter. And going 2 for 2 on the meter for cancel. And the jump 2 is going to get it from Buffalo, barely etching out the win. Even though it's 3-1, that was a very tight set. And the Lin Kuei Grandmaster himself, Buffalo, is going to move on to winners finals.
Yeah, Rewind had 4 bars there at one point. And Sub-Zero with a little smirk right there. All right.
Versus Sub-Zero. And going with the mask. This is the outfit that we saw on Sunday. Oh man, this is go time, and then you see solid gold Atrocitus.
Boy, oh boy. All right, strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a ride here.
Begin.
Here we go.
First hit, first blood, going to Buffalo. Getting the knockdown. He's going to try to apply some pressure through Dexter. But this is actually going to work out for Buffalo, as that throw killed so much of Dexter's life, and now that he can't combo off it. Paid off for Buffalo, who also got the interactable there. Buffalo really good at making people hate those interactables with Sub-Zero.
Oh, for sure.
There's a clone in front of you, there's an unblockable launcher behind you. What are you going to do? And there's so much talent between these two as well. They're incredibly young. Guys, if anyone watching from organizations, anything, look at these two. I'm trying to help some brothers out.
Stream me's Buffalo. Here we go. All right, no meter. Try and catch up here. There's so much stuff going on. All right, here we go.
If Sub-Zero didn't body my character back in MKX, I might consider that thing.
If Sub-Zero what?
If Sub-Zero didn't body my character back in Mortal Kombat, I might consider that. But I'm still salty. All right, even here, get wrecked. Get the first little lead. Has Dexter out, great positioning. It just throws that bubble out anyway. Has the protection there. Oh no, this is where things can turn around.
All right, clone's out. Stuff's the wake up.
Submit to my anger. Better to fight with honor.
Okay, Okay, get wrecked with a slight health advantage, but Buffalo does still have a clash at his disposal. And wow, actually dashed into the clone and was able to block it in time.
It cannot trump rage.
Okay, get wrecked still with slight health advantage, but not for much longer.
Oh no, Savage wake ups back to back. Slide, punch walk.
Looks like that clone wasn't any closer.
And what
Combo
a
kill.
hit confirm. Catching the backdash. Buffalo's so good at that as well. Plus
Yeah, those forward twos are catching. Even Rewind was trying to wake up backdash, and that forward two was stuffing it. Buffalo goes up 1-0. That was actually really, really close.
Sub-Zero wins.
Yeah, all of the matches Buffalo have been in against these top players have been so close, and he has been clutch this entire week so far.
Dreadlock Playboy again. Man.
What a reference. Thank you guys. Use that hashtag War of the Gods. Tell us some stuff here on Twitter. Feeling like Krillin watching Goku and Cell go at it. You know what? There are so many fights in Dragon Ball where Krillin's just on the sideline. He's off in the distance, just looking at the fight, going, "Whoa," and just commentating on the whole thing. There are actually a lot of fights like that.
Begin.
Krillin chilling. Okay, here we go. Match number 2.
I've been going back into the archives and watching. I'm just like, man, there are a lot of guys that just sit back and kind of commentate the fights. It's the breadth of commentary, you know what I mean?
Somebody in the chat said didn't even spell Krillin right, and actually he misspelled Krillin in saying this man didn't spell Krillin right.
Oh, no. Oh, he sure did.
Man, come on. All right, here we go. Buffalo with the forward 3. Nice combo. Hard knockdown into the clone. Right on top of Get Wrecked. Cannot do anything. Whip punishes the down 1.
Yeah, that pushback was real. Dropped the combo that would have killed, but getting risky there was Get Wrecked. And Buffalo in a commanding lead right now, trying to go up 2-0 and get to grand finals on the winner's side.
He's playing like an absolute monster right now. Buffalo looking to take this entire week. The way he's playing, breaks the armor, confirms into the meter burn ice ball. Unclashable damage, tries to throw him into the clone.
I'll rip off your limbs. I will freeze your fire.
And unfortunately, did it down too little early. There was Get Wrecked and ate that amazing jump too by Sub-Zero. Getting with the mix up 4-2-3.
I expect the down 2 into Dexter, yes. Now you've got to go into pressure here. We've seen him respect a lot. Just in this pressure. Buffalo. Clutch blocks.
Oh my goodness. What an ice clone by Buffalo. That was ridiculous.
Buffalo, you need to calm down, sir, okay? Breaks the armor yet again. That's the second time in this matchup.
Oh no, drop the combo, but
overhead.
American restand and forces the block with the ice cone on wake up. And actually, that might have been a win punish. Buffalo calm down 2-0 now. Looking amazing here in the winners finals, trying to get the grand final side of things.
Just watch Sub-Zero smirk. Without that mask on, he just, we didn't get it long enough. Hopefully after, well, if Buffalo wins again, we'll see. And he just gives you that slight smirk saying, you know what, I got this. Get Wrecked, maybe looking at the Batman pick.
I thought this was injustice, guys. We're going to let a Mortal Kombat character run our game right now. Are we serious?
Haven't they already done enough? Okay, we got the Sub-Zero. Everybody was okay with that. And then they said, Raiden is coming. And then everybody just absolutely went nuts. But you know what?
This is looking like CEO like 4 years ago when Scorpion ruled Injustice 1. We need to calm down, guys. We need to take our game back.
Superman.
But who can do it? Superman? Okay. Can Superman save Injustice? And he will be stuck on this character. He cannot. Get Wrecked cannot lose again, so he will never switch. But Buffalo, obviously, he's going to stick with Sub even if he does lose. He's playing phenomenal with this character, and it's just something you come to expect with somebody that, you know, not only good with their character, but, you know, it's their character. Sub-Zero is his character, just making him look absolutely broken. Okay, it confirms doesn't have the meter. We'll get some nice meterless damage out of that.
That's 4-2 range and get wrecked actually backed off. That's not something they see Superman players often. When they're in that 4-2 range, it's 4-2 time, baby. And that's the second time we've seen Buffalo kind of go for those jump-ins into the clone. Got a whiff punish early, get wrecked not falling for it this time.
Tried to end with the command grab there. Wasn't high enough. Get wrecked. Okay, 4-3. This actually could close out the S.
No more Mr. Boy Scout.
And going back to one of Buffalo's characters, this was Buffalo's main back in Injustice 1. And who he prepped for, and oh my goodness, this kid is interactable.
And we, like you mentioned earlier, Buffalo did play Superman and Captain Cold up until Sub-Zero came out. And this is what you get. Buffalo definitely knows all the shenanigans that Superman brings to the table.
Oh, let's whip on a sit there. Gonna give Buffalo the lead. 400 damage off a whip punish for 1 bar. That's the kind of damage that Sub-Zero brings, and what a conversion off that. Just a tip of that down two. Oh
just
my goodness!
Oh no! Get wrecked, falling apart.
Right, this is a decent position. Oh my goodness, that is going to do so much damage!
I do not wish to kill you. Get off my planet.
Okay, gets rid of the clone with the air laser. Catches him with a straightforward 2-3. Buffalo playing the patient game. They're trying to keep Superman away. Trades up in a backdash. Wasn't sure what to expect there, but didn't want any part of it. Ooh, in the 4-2-3. Okay, this is going to be some good damage here. Goes to the restand. Into the dive bomb, cross up. Get wrecked is on the board. Wow.
Superman wins.
Superman's comeback in that corner. No, I don't care who you are. If you're playing a Superman and you have your opponent's back to the corner, you are never out of a match. We've seen so many comebacks happen.
Sub-Zero.
Once you are in that 4-2 range, once your back is to the corner,
Sub-Zero.
and get wrecked, bringing us back. Buffalo looked like he was in full control again. About to 3-0 this man, and get wrecked with a switch to one of Buffalo's characters, clutching out his first win. Now he's on the board. Maybe he'll play a little more loose, and we'll see if we can send us to a game number 5. Buffalo looks incredibly poised right now to try to take this week.
Begin.
Yeah, get wrecked with a little bit of momentum behind him now. Gets caught with the stray ice ball. Thankfully, without meter, they don't freeze. Otherwise, he would have been frozen there. And full combo, but a down one into a clone. Okay.
Oh, that could have been a whip punish in 4-2. Sitting right in front of him. Very good backdash. That's what the only thing that Sub-Zero can do outside of taking a risk is that down one off the EX shatter.
Very good stuff by Buffalo, reading out that neutral jump punch.
And that 4-3 from Sub-Zero has a ridiculous hitbox on it. Great reaction from Buffalo. Now, a huge lead again. We'll see if Get Wrecked can mount that comeback.
Okay, and we see, ooh! We see Get Wrecked still waking up a couple times with that backdash. Got to be real careful because Buffalo is gonna snipe that in 4-2 like he has been all night. That meter burn ice ball. Not only does it freeze you, gets rid of projectiles.
Shatter you.
Including Superman's laser, which we just saw there, just goes straight through it.
And wow, punishing the air laser as well. And oh, the air escape not going to be enough. And now Get Wrecked in a good position. This is the exact position Buffalo was in the last game. His back was to the corner, had a health lead, and it just disappeared. But what a perfect ice clone. But another drop for Buffalo.
And interrupted a down one scoop. Oh, no. And the jump one hitbox. Just a little bit too good. Got him in a bad situation there. Good blocks. Push block. Buffalo working his way to the grand finals to await whoever his opponent is in the last second. oh my gosh, the air tag and a down one by Buffalo takes it 3-1 over Ombi's Get Wrecked. And we won't see the savage smirk from the Sub-Zero there with the mask on.
Here, Sub-Zero and Cheetah, first hit going to Buffalo. And that clone is going to be key to his game plan against Cheetah, stopping those approaches.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting here with that clone. Leafing's going to have to be real careful because all Buffalo has to do is hit that trait button and that clone is coming out.
Already
Very nice scout by Leafing there.
Already finding his way in multiple times. And what a position switch there by Revit. Has a little bit of plus frames here. Great backdash. Nothing is guaranteed after. And timed it perfectly on the clone. That was ridiculous from Revit Leafing. Did you guys see that? Right when that clone went away, this man was coming in with the boot to the face.
And what's different about, this game as opposed to something like MK9, MKX, you can actually see when the trait, which is clone, is coming back. So you don't have to keep in your head, okay, how many seconds have passed. You can visually watch it.
Ooh, going ice clone for trait. What a start for Revit. He needs 6 games if he wants to take this week. And already working on his first.
Wow, the clone didn't come out because Leafing was just right on top of Sub. The game not letting the clone come out. Clone is not working properly tonight. And there we go, Buffalo finally able to close out that first health bar of Leafing, but has the damage been done? They both have 3 bars, and very nice by Buffalo.
You too will bleed.
I will shatter you.
Something happening there with Cheetah's sweep. Looks like it's going through the clone's foot, but she's not getting frozen, so maybe not.
Yeah, and that could be matchup knowledge by Revit, taking it in the lab, see what normals he has, and that's something I suggest everyone does. Going in the lab, put ice clone in front of you and do your normals, because there could be some interesting properties to normals you guys don't know about that could go through ice clone.
Absolutely.
And what a comeback we're witnessing from Buffalo already.
Oh, and a throw. Will he wake up with super? Will he do it? Oh no, he's going to burn the bar. Oh no, we're getting some mega damage.
Oh no, drop the 4-3 and the raw down 2 from Buffalo, taking game number 1. When in doubt, ladies and gentlemen, down 2 it out.
Wow. Leafing went for the unclashable meter burn 4-3 at the end.
Sub-Zero.
And it was just either too slow or it just went too high, I'm not sure. Buffalo able to clutch it out there, keeping his composure.
Fighters approaching
Up 1-0.
And putting a mask on after the win. Interesting stuff from Buffalo. This is how serious he is. Grand final time. Trying to win his first week ever.
Begin.
Here are more of the guys, even going back to MK where he competed so much and would do very well. And that is very unfortunate once you're in that position. The balls of Atlantis are very unforgiving, ladies and gentlemen. And that went through the ice clone because it hit before she actually got to it. There's another one for you. They're off the screen. There's less mobility for Sub-Zero.
Just got to be real careful, though. That right side, especially Sub-Zero being a gadget character and he has a clone. Leafing does not want to get to that right side, but Buffalo is pushing him slowly. Tries to backdash. We've seen it all night. Gets stuffed by the 4-2. Oh, and I think the down 1 clone.
It was the
Busted the armor and the clone came out.
You are right. It was so sneaky to see that down 1. Because at first I was like, what just happened? Visually, that was beautiful, guys. Buffalo in control. Again, this match. Stopping the interactable.
Oh, and it just can't close out the damage. No! Buffalo sitting on 1.21 hit points of health.
Magic Pixel
into the clone.
And oh my goodness, she is getting all around this close, but eventually gets clipped. I think that was a reversal wake up DP. Luckily, he got it in the right direction. Buffalo behind him. Doing the smart thing, hiding behind these clones. Okay, I'll claw it up. And what a down 2 knew that after the activation that she was going to come in.
Bleed.
I will shatter you.
Gotta know, once those claws are up, she's gonna want to come in.
This is all meter build. Poor Buffalo. And the Ice Clone shutting down the approach. As we mentioned early in this match, catching the air escape is close to death. Oh, he gets the interactable. Oh, no, not like this. Oh.
Buffalo, a homicidal maniac on stream right now. Buffalo up 2-0. Oh my God, the dirty stuff.
The interactable of legend is that little control panel. But as I mentioned in the chat, it is Atlantean technology. Okay, it's supposed to be super advanced. Okay, guys, calm down. It needs it.
Fighters approaching the Joker's playground.
Dragon somewhere in the world has just been triggered by the unblockable by Buffalo. Holy cow. Leafing's got to make some major adjustments, but these matches have been so close.
This has been a close 2-0 for Buffalo. I mean, game one was pretty much in Reverend Leafing's hands.
Yeah, that was Buffalo kind of snuck that one by, and that was definitely Leafing's match.
What a backdash to get out of that. And for once, the 4-2-2 doesn't track down the backdash. Cheetahs just might be too good. Savage down one of Buffalo, finds himself in a huge deficit early on this game number 3. Ice Clone coming to the rescue. Getting some big damage, 300. Oh no, meter burn cancel.
Wow. Cashing out on some damage right now.
And
still going.
And it wasn't even over. Almost hitting for 600. And staying in the corner. What a turnaround from Buffalo.
At least the cold numbs your pain.
Revit was at full health when that sequence started, but Revit with the immediate meter burn, tying us up here. Anyone's game right now, guys. Dead even here. Game number 3. Grand finals. Last millisecond Ice Clone. Forcing the early wager.
You will bleed.
I will shatter you.
All right. Leafing is gassed up right now. Claws are out. And a down 2 by Buffalo.
Easy damage here. 70 and a nice little push to the corner. Very good meter burning that. And going through the Ice Clone. Getting Revit back in this match. Going down a little bit of health. But he has no wager. Has an air escape.
Nice catch.
Oh, the very last second. That sweep was a little too close. We saw that the sweep was going through the Ice Clone. But it's again, you have to do a lot of testing because he was still in it. The meter burn cancel up the 4-2-2.
Buffalo. Wow.
Sub-Zero wins.
Taking week number 9. 3-0 convincing through the winner's side. Undefeated here.